going into my basketball. Every time I rock, man, this is how we rap and raw. Peace to my man, now we got the camera out. Every time I spit it, cross over the...
All right, hello everyone. This is Josh, also known as Yashu, and we just made it to the 70th episode of the TLOY Talks podcast.
Hey.
Probably like one of the biggest like milestones like in a while and all that. 30 more to go for like 100 and all that. We're gonna have something special for the 100th and all that, and you know we're definitely gonna get started and all that. You know I can't like really say more. So I think for this like legendary episode and all that, we have like one of the most like rising like artists in the game and all that that has like made like many milestones in his career only for like within the first few years and all that, with opening up for Tony Yayo, Luh Kel, you know, Smiley and all that. He has amassed a lot of streams like on Spotify, Apple Music, much more and all that. YouTube has like a lot of like placements so within music and all that. Has also opened up for like Bankrol Hayden and like much more and all that. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we have Bond in the building. Yo, Bond, how are you doing today, man?
Good to be alive and healthy, brother. Thanks for having me, G.
Yeah, man. You know, it's an honor to have you like for the 70th episode and all that, to kind of share your story, to kind of have everything going on and all that. And, you know, I want to do like a toast for a bit too and all that. So
what do we got here?
So, yo, we got like some sex on the beach and all that. And so...
Sex on the beach, eh?
We're just going to start off something special and all that. Do like
G.
a little shot here and all that. And
let's do a cheers to your podcast, you know, to the success of your show, brother. May your lives be filled with joy, health, happiness, fam.
Likewise.
Sweet.
No, that's good right there. That's good right there. It's actually pretty good, like in a way and all that. A good blend and all that. And you know, I've been checking out like a lot of your stuff from the vlogging, from everything else too, and all that. And it's like very amazing to see with the content, with what you're doing with the music, with the streams. You know, you've been killing it out there and all that. And
appreciate
you know, it's like very amazing to see and all that either way. You know, so
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. And you know, I really want to get into your story for a bit too. Like, I know you've done like another like interview podcast like for a bit too and all that, but I feel like with this one, this is gonna be like very like special in a way and all that. And you know, you were like born in Toronto, but like, where did you grow up in the city, and what was like the environment like for you growing up at the time?
Sure, bro. So I actually I was born like at Bathurst and Steeles. Like I lived there for a year, from like 0 days to like a year old. I moved to Bathurst and Rutherford. Shout out BNR, all my BNR goons. Everyone knows that's the hot spot, you know, just back in the day. And that's the kind of Vaughan, Thornhill area. And then, so I lived there till like 14. And then 14, I moved back to Bathurst and Steeles, south side of Steeles, Toronto. And I be living up there. And it's all pretty close, bro, you know? It's all like 15, 20 minutes away. I'm always flying all over the city, bro. But the question was growing up there?
Yeah, just like the environments and all that too. Like Bathurst and Steeles and like Bathurst and like Rutherford and all that. You know, like in Vaughan, like Richmond Hill, like to like North York, Toronto and all that.
Yeah.
It seems like an interesting like vibe, like in a sense and all that too. So
yeah, for sure. Yo, definitely BNR a lot more chill. Like not really like, you know, just a calm people, you know, pretty wealthy people chilling. Then if you go a bit south, like gets a little more densely populated because there's more buildings. So like, you know, a lot of people out there just doing hustling. I'd say like I couldn't even tell you too much, bro. Like it's all good, you know. Everyone's safe. There's bad shit everywhere you go, you know. As long as you're staying safe.
I know what you mean. Like that area at that time, was it like big for music growing up, or
what?
Like North York, like Bathurst and Rutherford, like Bathurst and Steeles and all that.
You know, like when I was like younger in grade 9, I had this friend. He became like a rapper. He was like a little popping in the area for a bit. So like, you know, I was around people that used to do rap, but I think rap's global. I think rap is like prevalent everywhere amongst like the youth.
No.
Yeah.
No, 100p. And you know, growing up and all that, like, what were you like from the start of birth, like until like now and all that, like in a sense?
Probably an empath. You know, I've always felt for people. Always been an emotional kind of guy in that sense. Just like I really feel for others, bro. Strangers too, even, and definitely like a goofball, you know, like a funny kid, class clown type shit.
Yeah, for sure. And all
used to like crack jokes and have fun.
True. And I guess for you, were you like more into like sports and all that, more into video games, or like
sports, definitely, bro. Grew up playing lots of soccer. Shout out to all my soccer players, my footballers. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
And I liked my Xbox, bro. I love FIFA.
Yeah.
You know, I used to just imagine practicing soccer on FIFA.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know like growing up around that time, like a lot of kids either had the PS3 or the Xbox 360 and all that too. I feel like for everyone that had the PS3, they had like more of an advantage because like they had like more of like the free stuff and all that.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
play like online for free and all that. Like 360, you have to pay like what, a certain amount of money like per month for like you're paying like money like for the gold like and all that, and like you have to play COD, all that type of stuff and all that too. So
Yeah. No, 100%, bro. It was always just like a thing, make sure you had the Xbox One Plus membership, bro, like
yeah,
making sure you had a couple coins so you can get FIFA packs, this, that. So we were
yeah,
into that, bro. Like that used to consume my life, but
yeah,
I
man.
probably haven't played video games in years, broski. Like maybe
Yeah,
once or twice, like if someone pulls it
yeah.
out, but like my PS3 just collects dust and charges my phone.
Nah, Hundo P, Hundo P, and I actually like when I was like watching like one of your vlogs, you said you used to actually go to Ryerson and all that. So
Yeah.
tell me more about that and like you receiving your degree there. Like, what was like that experience like going to Ryerson at that time?
No, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, shout out Ryerson, bro. I got my degree there, TMU now. Bachelor's of Applied Science and Health and Nutrition. Healthiest rapper alive. You already know what it is.
Yeah,
Going to school is a blessing, bro. Good time, man. Really
yeah,
good time. Used to just commute from Finch to
yeah,
Dundas. Used to chill with my boys, man. Used to have some beautiful girls in my class we would hang out
yeah,
with. We'd go
yeah,
out for drinks, have
yeah.
some food, study together. It was all a blessing, bro. Honestly, it was
No.
all a blessing.
Nah, Hundo P, and like I remember like Ryerson at that time, like that peak era, like they had like Drake coming in at the school like many times and all that.
Yeah,
I remembered, I don't know if you know like Six Fest and all that. They used to have like a lot of people coming by, like Division,
yeah,
like Roy Woods, like people from like OVO and all that. And then they were supposed to have like Drake, but I think something happened, and then there was like this like crazy thing that like happened at Ryerson too with this guy named I think Nam or something like that. Like he's like the Ryerson like student like president and all that, and like he was like exposed for like a lot of like fraud stuff and all that, like
they were.
using like student like money and all that.
People are stymied, G.
Yeah, yeah,
People are
sure.
stymied.
Yeah, so we're back right now and all that. We already talked about like Ryerson for a bit too and all that, and it is pretty interesting too for like a lot of stuff like going on. As mentioned, like the whole like scam thing, the whole like Six Fest happening and all that too. So those were some times and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
nah, for sure. And I want to ask, like, what was like your first introduction to music, and what were like some artists or sounds that you like kind of like listened to throughout your life and all that?
For sure. Probably my first introduction is just growing up playing my dad, hearing my dad play
Oh, true.
guitar. That was a big one. My parents were big on music every morning, just bumping ABBA or the Beatles, just
Oh,
playing in
true.
the kitchen.
True.
And I think I first got like the first artist I ever liked was Frank Ocean. That was like
Frank
the
Ocean?
first album I ever conceptualized. I was maybe
true.
like grade 8. Then
Yeah.
from there, ASAP Rocky, J. Cole.
True.
And then as time's progressed, like the young legends like Trippie Redd,
Yeah.
X, Lil Baby, Six Lack.
Yeah, nah, 100%
Black.
too, man. Yeah, nah. Hundo P. Was Channel Orange the first project you've ever like bought, like CD wise, or
Channel Orange,
Yeah.
I think it might have been I think the first project I ever bought was ASAP's album, At Long Last ASAP.
true.
Like, is that the one where he has like Every Day I Sit My
Yeah,
Mind?
Every Day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
album. That was the first album I ever bought. It was by
Yeah.
accident too. I was just at home one night,
Yeah.
just like in grade 10, this little kid on my phone. Accidentally copped it. I was first cheese, but then,
Nah.
I actually love that album. So.
For me, I like Long Live ASAP, like just like with the hits only and like just with the other stuff too and all that. And I think like to me, it's like tied between that and Live Love ASAP and all that too. So
Yeah.
like those two projects kind of have like something like a heart and all that. So yeah,
Shout
either
out
way.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, man. Nah, for sure and all that. And you actually started your music career in 2021 with the release of your first single, like Seeking. So
Sure.
tell me more about like starting to create music around that time period and just like developing like later on and all that.
Yeah, so 2021, I released my first single, Seeking, man. Seek, seek, seek what you seeking. Peek, peek, keep peeking, And that's when I just got into music, bro. Like, I was probably started like around 2018, and from 2018 to 21, like 2021, I was just writing, bro, every
true.
day, like just writing, like on some like inspiration from like J. Cole, Corday, like just straight like lyrical shit for years, just practicing, and then finally after a few years, I got comfortable with my voice and my writing.
Yeah.
I released my first single, and since then, bro, I've just been growing and growing, trying different recording styles. I converted a lot from writing to like freestyling and punching.
Yeah.
And now I'm bringing the writing back in,
Yeah, true.
good mix of both.
Oh, how was like your first time like in the studio like and like just like even meeting like that whole like engineer producer and all that just
So first time was with Prod by After Party.
true.
I was just with him, bro, my little bro, and we was just chilling, making a song, and it was a wonderful experience, bro. Just fully
Yeah.
present in the moment. It's a blessing when that happens because usually people be thinking about the past or the future, but
Yeah.
something keeps you in the present. It's a good sign, and it was a good experience, bro. It just felt natural, felt good. I love the outcome, and ever since then I've been addicted.
Yeah, I mean the first time like in the studio, it's like usually like a crazy like vibe and all that. Just like no like the nerves and all that too and all that because you don't know what to expect and all that. You don't know if that engineer is gonna like you or hate you or anything like that too. So it's like
Yeah,
first impressions like obviously count like in a way and all that too.
yeah.
So
Some engineers be tripping.
yeah,
Yeah, they just be tripping, bro. Don't know how to act.
yeah,
And it's weird, It's like a business, bro. As a business,
Yeah.
you should always, act like respectful, kind.
Yeah.
You want to cater towards your clients, but
yeah.
everyone just has egos,
Yeah.
and that'd be a problem.
Yeah, man, and also like it kind of depends on the clientele too and all that because for some engineers that are like kind of like big and all that. So let's say if they have like maybe like a Pressa YG top 5 and all that. Sometimes too they'll look at like those artists like hey like these are the people I have to work with rather than the other clients and all that too. So like there is like that whole sort of thing like where they prioritize certain ones over others and all
Yeah.
that too. So which is like kind of crazy and all that.
But it's not good because you never know who you're gonna miss out on.
Yeah.
You never know who the next Drake is, the next Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah, nah, for sure. And with artists that you want to work with, like who do you want to like tap in with like musically and all that,
From Toronto or just in general?
like anyone, in a way.
Anyone in a way. We got a song coming with Roadrunner soon. Shout out Roadrunner, man, doing his thing in our city. Be sick to collab with the GOAT, bro, Drake, of course. I don't know, man. No one really. Hawaii Almighty, Connor Price, actually.
Yeah.
Those are some dope artists.
Yeah.
Anyone that comes my way, bro. I'm an
Yeah.
open guy. I'm down to collab with anyone as long as it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Now my guy, Unsighted actually opened up for Havaya and Connor at Sheridan just like yesterday and all that too, and like it was like a good experience for him to like even like be on that stage and all that. And he doesn't even like have like music out right now and all that, but it's like sometimes like a good experience here if you're like kind of like influenced by that like same person and all that like in a way too and all that. So,
Yeah, Hawaii Maya going crazy.
yeah, man.
You guys, that song Trendsetter with Connor Price going
Yeah.
viral everywhere.
Yeah.
Connor Price is crazy, eh?
Yeah. Because he started off as like an actor and then he took like the whole like music thing like seriously and all that too. So
Yeah, no, he's been going hard in the music.
sure.
I remember seeing him like 2016. Fast forward 7 years, right?
yeah.
He's like probably like the biggest artist, like one of the
Yeah.
biggest artists doing it.
Nah, for sure, man. And I want to ask, like, you actually did your first show at like Yonge-Dundas Square and all that. So
Uh,
tell me more about like that backstory of you performing at that show and like how it was like the greatest like memory like in your life, like in a way and all that.
Yo, shout out Ice City Luxury, my boy, man. Mans were just like saying, yo, you should go perform downtown on Dundas. He's like, just go do it. Like, it never came to my mind, but I was like, all right, bro, like, my boy ain't gonna steer me in the wrong direction,
Yeah.
So we pulled up to Dundas Square. We got a little speaker, did a little performance, bro. It was cool, man. Like, I just did it. People were vibing, waving their hands side to side with
Yeah.
me, bopping their head.
Yeah.
And that kind of led to, like, the craziest thing, like, where I started just performing for, like, high schools. Because the next day after performing at Dundas, my little bro called me. He's like, yo, can you come drop me off at school?
Ah, true.
So I was with my boy. We still had the speaker from the day before. And we're dropping him off at school, and we see all these kids just chilling. And we're like, yo, if I could perform on Dundas Street, like in front of like no one, these kids will actually listen, they'll actually
Yeah.
like it. So we just started performing there.
Yeah. No.
And then we started going to every school, bro. That's just kind of what kept me going and
And like,
built all my hype.
was it like every school like in Toronto or like every school in like the GTA and all?
GTA.
Ah,
Like,
true.
we'd go to Aurora. We'd go to like, where else did we go, bro? Everywhere, yeah. Newmarket,
Yeah.
Aurora, Toronto.
Yeah.
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 Anywhere we could, bro. Like, mans were even performing in the rain, in the snow.
Yeah.
We would go to Sidewalks, bro, and perform like in snowstorms. Like,
Yeah.
crazy, bro. We just hustling.
Have you tried doing it like on the TDC or like the Go Train and all that? Like I want
Nah.
Huh.
Nah, the Sidewalk was already crazy enough.
Nah, I know what you mean, man, and all that. And like, how was like that experience? Like, like even like going to these schools, like meeting like all these people and all that, and like tapping and all that. Like, I was like watching like the previous interview, and you said like there was like principals that kind of like shut your shit down and all that, but then like you managed to
Yeah.
make it work like the next day and all that in a way.
It was crazy, bro, to see how people would react and the types of like chaos you'd create.
Yeah.
Beautiful chaos, though. Like mosh pits, people vibing, having a good time. you know, we touch a lot of people's hearts, bro. Like, a lot of people would message me after, be like, yo, you made my week, you made my day, you inspired me to do this, inspired me to do that, and that's the biggest blessing, bro. If we can inspire someone to do something, like, you know, we're doing a positive thing in this world.
Because you don't see like a lot of like Toronto artists like even like doing that anymore and all that. Like I remembered the last person who even like tapped in with the whole like schools and all that. I think it was like Tory Lanez, and he was actually at like a middle school like around like the Western and all that, and you know people just kind of like met him and all that. Like you don't see like a lot of like Toronto artists like even like doing that anymore.
Yeah, no, you gotta be original, gotta do something different, bro. You gotta work for shit, bro. People don't do shit and expect to like be famous and like expect to run this game.
Nah, Hundo P, you know, and you know when I was like listening to your music and all that, I feel like one of my favorite songs right now is like Grammy Week and all that. And,
Hey, shout out
there's
Grammy
like
Week.
also like another song I think like Cali something and all that where it had like horn arrangements.
Oh,
And then
Katie Cadillac?
yeah, Katie Cadillac, like that was
Yeah.
like also like a dope one too. Yeah, there's like some dope songs on there and all that.
Classics.
Yeah, so but yeah, like you know, you dropped it more as like singles than like a full length like project.
Yeah.
So do you feel like dropping singles is like a better way to connect with your fan base than dropping an album, or are you like inclined to drop something soon? Like
I think singles are good for promotion. You know, you could stretch a single out for a whole month with types of content and music video, photos. So like, it's good to like keep consistent content. And back then, I probably didn't have as much music as I want, but now I got tons of hits in the vault. So I can probably go drop like a little EP or something.
yeah, nah, for sure. And all
But
that.
singles constantly, and like, you know, EPs, albums in the mix.
True. And you know, if you were to like drop like an album soon and all that, would it be something like in relation to like what you're doing like right now with like Sidewalks to Billboards?
Yeah,
or?
most definitely. I'd probably call it Sidewalks to Billboards. Yeah, that's to be till I die,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, Hundo P,
Real
and all
talk.
that, yo. And you know, I usually ask like a lot of like artists this and all that. So, do you feel like singles have more of a long lasting like impact than albums, or do you feel like everyone can like gravitate more to an album than like to like a single and all that?
I think they both have their moments. You know, some albums are like unforgettable. Like, you know, at least I think of 2014 Forest Hills Drive, like that whole album, you know, resonates. But some singles go crazy too, like French Montana, Sway Lee, Unforgettable.
Yeah.
That single changed the world in 2018 when it dropped, right?
Yeah.
So like they both have the power to do everything, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like with some people too, like they're leaning more onto singles because like even with the whole like duration of the song and all that too, because they know like not a lot of people can like listen to like a 5 minute song, a 10 minute song and all that. So we do like maybe like a minute or two and all that, and then you know we just kind of like put it to the masses. And I feel like more people are gonna gravitate to a single because when you like listen to like an album and all that, like it kind of takes time for people to like listen and all that and to kind of like vibe in, like take some time to like know the project, find like favorite songs like off that and all that, and yeah, it just kind of like takes like time from there and all, you know. So
True.
yeah, man. And you know we're just like getting into like part 2 and all that right now. So you know, I want to ask, like, what is like your creative process like when making music, and like what would like a day in the studio be like for you and all that?
Day in the studio, eh?
Yeah.
Some days it's a good day in the office. Some days it's a rough day in the office, you know. But studio sessions kind of just be like, I just be on my ones or invite my boys, and we just be going through beats, bro. First, we got to find a proper beat, and that takes a long ass time because like to find proper production is tough. But once you got the good beat, I usually just be freestyling.
True.
So, like I'll just like run through a few different takes, find something I like, and then just build it from there.
Yeah, nah, 100% too. And I know with like studios and all that too, it's like there's like a lot of like studio like policies, like rules and all that that artists have, or like you know the producer, or, like the engineer, or the studio owner has, and all that too, like bringing people and all that, you know, smoking, drinking, like all that type of stuff too. So like, what is like your studio like house rules and all that? Like, do you like do the weed and all that? Do you like sip? Do you like kind of have like limitations on like who you bring like in the room and all that?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely only bring people I'm comfortable with. You know,
true.
like if I don't fuck with you, like I can't be in the studio with
True.
you. You know, it just throws my vibe off. Like only like my best friends are in the studio, or like just the engineer. People that are like musically creative, you know, so they kind of get what I'm doing.
True.
And yeah, bro, I be blowing on my tree here and there. But I don't sip too much at all. But
True.
I just be smoking on my gas a lot. Yeah, for sure, man.
Nah, Hundo P, man, Hundo P. Do you bring like shorties like sometimes and all that too, or?
You know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes that, you know, we make a track.
100 P, nah, 100% too. And yo, what do you?
Different type of track.
True. Nah, honestly too, all that, man. Nah. I mean, yo, what do you like usually like look for like in a producer, like engineer, like in a way and all that?
What I look for in a producer engineer? Yo, obviously quality, man. You know, good quality mixing, good quality sound.
Oh, true.
People that care. You know, a lot of people are just like trying to get your dollar and then get you out of there.
Yeah.
The people I generally mess with, like, honestly, bro, I built a studio in my crib. Like, I really invested in my studio, like 10 racks in my studio type shit.
Oh, true.
And like, I have a boy, Zokai.
Oh, true.
He went to school for mixing and mastering, and like, me and him kind of just be
Yeah.
tapping in, buying plugins together, sorting out my own preset. Cause like, I know he's good. We're like, me and him are gonna care about my music more than anyone else really would. You know, I like to work with people that see my vision. That's my biggest thing. You know, I like to grow with people.
Yeah. Because I know with some engineers sometimes too, like we just to like even bring back, they usually kind of pick sides and like who they work with and all that. Like they'll tell like work with artists, they say like, hey, don't work with like that type of stuff too and all that. So it's just like finding like the right one that, you know, that isn't like unbiased and all that. That is like very like, you know, nonpartisan like in a way and all that. So
I had Ty Denelli mix like my last few singles. You know, he's pretty well known in the city.
Oh, true.
I had Will Wright mix a few of my singles. Proud by After Party, and those are like the 3 guys I've used.
Nah, for sure and all that. And, you know, with the music that you make now versus like before with like Seeking, like Cali Caliente, like all that type of stuff too, and like Grammy Week and all that, do you feel like you've grown? Do you feel like there's like the significant change for the better, like in terms of like the sound and the quality and all that?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm always trying to one-up myself, right?
Oh,
so
true.
if I make a hit like Grammy Week, I'm trying to go harder.
Oh, true.
To keep like surprising my fans, surprising myself. And as I get older, I get better, bro, right? So more time, more knowledge, more experience.
100%, man. Nah.
I'm saying it's like peak, we keep peaking, bro. Don't stop.
100% too. And you know, we just like talked about it like briefly and all that. You have like an upcoming single for like Roadrunner that's dropping. I think like this coming like Friday and all that. Right?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
So,
available on all platforms. Make sure y'all check it out. It's banger, straight banger.
Nah, Hondo P, man. And you know, I want to ask like, what was like the whole like, creative process and inspiration, and you know, what can like fans and like listeners like expect and all that.
It was made at my crib. I had my boy over. We were just playing some beats. I heard the beat right away. I was just slapping. The first bar I said, I got a brand new whip, check out the keys. Fuck that bitch, she Portuguese. It was like the first thing I said. And then we went through bare different beats, and I was like, nah, like nothing's hitting like that first one. So we loaded it up. I just started spitting, freestyling. I freestyled. I built it bar by bar. And then my boy left. I just had the hook done. Then like I just started balling up, chilling out. Locked in my studio all night and made the verses.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And yo, how did you manage to meet like a Roadrunner and all that?
Crazy story, bro. Me and my boys were just chilling. We were just driving to Dave & Buster's on a night off. And we were actually talking about Roadrunner in the car, literally. We were literally talking about Roadrunner in the car. We get out of the car, and the first person we see when we step out was Roadrunner. So, bro, like, it's crazy how your thoughts and, like, your words play such a role in what happens in life. Like, our tongue is so powerful, no cap.
Yeah.
So I just pulled up on him. We seen him. I was like, yo, we were just talking about you.
Yeah.
We were just talking about music. I was showing him what I did, like my journey, Sidewalks to Billboards. And we just kind of stayed tapped into that, you know. He kind of, I guess he realized I was like, you know, I was genuine. I'm out here, we're grinding. So he pulled through, bro. We were just talking. I hit him up like a few months later once I had that record. And I was like, yo, Runner on this is gonna sound crazy. So hit him up. He sent me his feature back in like 24 hours, bro, literally. And bro, now we got a banger on our hands.
No, 100% too. Because like a lot of people like even like confuse like Roadrunner for like being like white and all that, but he's actually like Pakistani and all that too. So like when you like actually like met him and all that too, like have you ever had like those like first expectations that he's just like only like Pakistani, or like would like some people like would only like assume like he would be like white and all that in a way and all that?
Nah, I had no assumptions, bro. Like, you know, I just knew he was an artist, and
true.
He seemed like a genuine guy, so that's all I go off. You know?
And yo, what did he like teach you? Like not teach you, but like what advice did he give you like on how to be like kind of like successful like in making it like in Toronto and all that in a way?
To be consistent, you know. He's just like, yo, just keep releasing, keep going, and eventually your time will come, bro. Every dog has their day.
For sure, man. And you know, you actually own your own like record label, like Sidewalks to Billboards.
Yeah,
you know, we actually have like yeah, man. And we have like the like banner right now and all that too. So I wanted to ask, like, you know, we talked about it like briefly and all that, like with the whole like, you know, performing at school, Sidewalks, all that type of stuff too. But how did it like come about like initially from like the start until like now and all that?
From what, like just like from Sidewalks to like where we at now?
Yeah, like how,
how this brand come about? Came from like the caption on my very first post when I was at Dundas Square. Like I just typed Like there's this photo of me chilling,
Yeah, true.
just performing. Like you just see me on the sidewalk, and then like
Yeah.
right above me, you see like the billboards. And
Yeah.
I remember just typing like, right now we on the sidewalks, but soon we'll
Yeah.
be on the billboards. And so sidewalks to billboards really be
Yeah.
like our motive, really be the lifestyle. And
Yeah.
that's with anything in life, bro. You start small, you end
Yeah.
off big, right? So S2B is just a lifestyle. It's a
Yeah.
team full of visionaries.
true,
You know,
true.
everyone part of S2B
Yeah.
is just trying to grow and propel themselves. We help elevate artists and businesses to new heights, and
Yeah.
you know, we help everyone succeed, bro. That's what we do here.
Nah, 100p. And I know like nowadays too, like some people are like also like buying like billboards too. Like I had a guy that actually bought like a billboard for one of my friends' singles and all that too, like his project.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever had like any thoughts about like having like, you know, like a billboard piece and all that, like at YDS and all that, or
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Definitely go see us on a billboard in the next year. So
true.
yeah, 100%.
Nah, 100p, man. And yo, I wanted to ask too, like knowing that you're the owner of like this label, like what's it like running and maintaining like an independent like record label and all that?
It's good, bro. You know, it's good to. You gotta be flexible. You gotta be patient. You know, because everyone has a
Yeah.
lot of things going on, and you gotta understand everyone, what they're going through and what they want. So you gotta be all ears, bro, and you gotta move fast, bro.
Yeah.
Everything happens fast these days. Gotta be fast. So you gotta make smart decisions. And you know, like I said, just respect everyone. Be calm. Be patient, and just find people like that want to grow with you and build with
Yeah.
you. That's the
Oh,
biggest
sure.
thing.
Do you have like a team right now that, you know, you're working with, like, you know, like with artists and all that, you know, want to be like repping like the brand like in a way too and all that, or
Just like myself as an artist, but I do got a team, like the media team,
Oh,
that be
true.
making like, you know, all the content, that be working with the businesses, with other artists, you know, and I be working with my boys too. They got their businesses. Shout out Ice City Luxury, man,
Yeah.
best jewelry in the city, you know.
nah, man, Hondo P, you know, we gotta like support the brand either way too and all that. And you know, I don't know if people ever like ask you this like too and all that. Like, how did you get your stage name and all that?
It's my last name,
Oh,
just Bond. And growing up, everyone called me Bond. Everyone called my older sister Bond. Everyone calls my little sister Bond. Just kind of how it started. And I put the 8 because the 8 acts like an infinity sign.
yeah,
Just that life is full of infinite possibilities and anything's possible.
yeah, man. And I think it's kind of like very simple, straightforward, and all that too.
Yeah.
Because like some people are gonna have like MK, CK, LK.
You can
like,
never fucking find them, bro. You know? The other day I was
Yeah.
with my boy, we are trying to find our boy on Spotify and we just couldn't find his name. It's too complicated, bro. Like,
yeah, nah,
you can't even find yourself on Google, on
Yeah.
Spotify. Like, you're fucking it up.
yeah,
You need a simple name, you need a good name. Bro, like, Bond is the hardest rap name of all time. Like, no
Yeah.
cap. Like, y'all heard it here. Like,
yeah.
you know, it all starts with the name, bro. The name was built for success, was
Nah,
destined for success.
Hondo P. And you know, there's actually like a liquor named Brothers Like Bond and all that too. Like
There
not
you
like
go.
in relation to 8 OND and all that, but like, you know, Brothers Like Bond and all that. It's like a well-known like whiskey and all that, and you know, they've been like selling it ever since too and all that. So it kind of gives like a little like sight on like how people like even use that word like named and all that. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it goes hard, bro. Bond.
yeah, man.
I'm blessed.
Nah, for sure and all that. And yo, I know I'm gonna like ask like this like maybe like more like later on and all that. But how did you feel like when Tony Yayo like followed you like on IG and all that?
Jeez. Yo, shout out Tony Yayo, man, the GOAT. Man, I met a lot of artists, but Tony Yayo is definitely the realest
Yeah.
one. Something about him, man. You know, I just love watching his podcast. He's just a true OG, you know?
Yeah,
And like, you'll know it when you see him and you meet
Yeah.
him. But yeah, man, it was a blessing, you know? When I met him, he's like, yo, you look like an artist. And if he's gonna tell me that, bro, like, you know, enough said. You know, I'm sure he knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about. He
Nah.
actually even commented on one of my songs before. So like the fact that he's tapped in with my music is a blessing
Yeah.
too, man. I'm definitely trying to link up with him again soon.
True.
Maybe even a feature, bro, for real.
Yeah. And was this like at Rec Room and all that, or
Nah, this was up in Ottawa, Brass Monkeys.
True.
Yeah. OT World. Shout out
Yeah.
Ottawa.
Yeah, man.
Shout out all the fans in Ottawa.
Yeah. Nah, for sure and all that. And yo, is there like any like songs like in the works that you might work for like Yayo and all that, or like would it be like kind of like, you know, some like some time for a bit to kind of like have something in the works with him?
I would probably I want to come to his world, you know, something a little more old school. So I'd have to
sure.
create something specified for him.
Nah, Hundo P, man, Hundo P. And you know, I've been seeing you like do like a lot of like vlogging lately and all that too. Like I was like watching like a lot of your like YouTube videos and all that. And
No, thanks, bro.
you know, you were like vlogging from like the Luh Kel show to donating like, you know, burgers to like the homeless and all that to even going to like all these other places and all that too. So
Yeah.
yo, what made you decide on like vlogging like your experiences and like prioritizing on like content creating to gain like certain audiences and all that?
I just think we have such a fun time when we're doing these things that like people would enjoy us like seeing us do it all. So
Yeah.
like I just bring my media team and they vlog everything, and I love to show people like a little deeper snippet behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
it's dope, bro. You know, I want to get people to know me, and
Yeah.
you know, I can't just be an artist these days. You gotta be a content creator too, right? Something we
Yeah.
talk about a lot. So
Yeah. Do you feel like it has gained like a new audience that you've never experienced like from the music side and all that too? Or do you feel like it's kind of like the same like in that sense and all that?
I think it gives the people that know me and like my music like a chance to go even further,
Oh,
you know,
true.
and like deepen that bond.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And so like usually too, like with like vlogging, like do you have like anything like in the works in terms of like trying like certain ways and all that, like vlogging like in the studio and all that, or like like vlogging like at an everyday day life and all that too?
Yeah. 2024, man. I'm trying to get my content up and running like crazy. So like,
Ah, true.
you know, at least like monthly vlogs, like at the bare minimum, and yeah, vlog everything, bro. Studio, shows, events. I'm definitely trying to keep that going.
Nah, for sure and all that. And like I had like this other question too and all that, like in regards to like the touring and all that. So, like you performed like you opened up for Tony Yayo in Ottawa at the Brass Monkey and all that, and then you opened up for like Lil Pump at like Elements and all that, Luh Kel at like Opera House. I think
Yeah.
Ice Cube at that same venue too at Elements or
Yeah.
true. And then Smiley in Hamilton and then Bankrol Hayden at like
Velvet.
Velvet, yeah. So and like how was it like even like performing in these like areas and like that whole experience, like just opening up for them, like going to different city to city and all that too and all that.
It's a blessing, bro, to go from performing on like Sidewalks, you know, to
Yeah.
performing with these Billboard artists and really nice venues with
Yeah.
backstage rooms. Nice, bro.
Yeah.
It's everything it should be.
And just like even like meeting your peers and all that too and all
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
I love traveling with my guys and meeting all these people and connecting, networking, doing business with these people. It's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Nah, for sure.
More
and
to
all that.
come. More to come.
Yeah, because I mean, I think for with the Smiley show, what like Lil OT was like performing and all that too. B Rob, like a lot of other like people too, like Don Valley and all that too, and then
Yeah.
Elements. My guy YBA performed as well too, and all that. I think like Kim Holiday did. I think Ice Cube and all that. Yeah, like a lot of people like
Yeah.
in the Toronto scene and all that. So how was it like even like interacting like with these peers and all that, and like just like getting to like tap in like with the music stuff and all that.
Yeah, it's cool to see everything, bro. It's cool to see everyone chilling backstage, networking, vibing. So that's why we vlog, you know? So we can show people what we're seeing. And it's always fun, bro. You know, you meet a lot of cool people. You meet a lot of nice people, man, for sure.
Yeah. Man.
So, you know, meeting everyone just opens up a new door, a new opportunity, a chance to do something, chance to make bread, make a song.
And just that whole like show experience and all that too.
Yeah,
Because
man.
you're gonna see like men, women out there and all that, especially like women and all that too. So how is it like, like interacting with the women like in the crowd and all that too? Like have you ever had like those moments to like kind of sign like cleavage or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do like like
We signed a few titties. Signed a few titties.
Yeah.
We meet like girls that just want to come backstage and chill, come on stage, shake their ass.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I think there was like the one scene, like I think the Lil Pump one where I think like this random girl like came up on stage and all that too. So.
yeah. So I met her like right outside the venue.
Yeah.
She was a stripper
Oh shit.
and she was just vibing. She was feeling me. I told her to come backstage with us. She was chilling with us. And then I was like, yo, just hold my sign while I perform. And, you know, she was really feeling it, bro.
Nah, Hundo P and all that too. Yo, is there like ever like anything like in the works for you doing your own like headlining show and all that too?
Yeah, we've done a few, and yeah, I'm probably going to run up another for sure. Going to run up a few shows this summer. Headlining show, we definitely gonna do that. Maybe a S2B fest coming up with a few artists.
Yeah.
But every time we do a show, we sell it out, bro. We sell lots of tickets, man. So I'm hyped, you know.
Nah, Hundo P, Hundo P, man. And I actually forgot to ask this question too. So you actually managed to work with like the likes of like Will Wright, Tovey, Nair, and like a whole lot of other artists. So Will Wright specifically, because I think he's like one of the most like well-known artists like in Saga and all that.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
how?
Will Wright.
Oh, true. So how did those like come about, and like how was that experience? Like working with those people and all that.
Will Wright was dope, bro. I think we just tapped in on socials on IG and we just hit each other up and we were just talking. You know, we got to know each other. I had a record that I thought would be perfect for him. Too Many Likes, and I sent it to his way and he killed it, bro. He's just did his thing, and he's a real nice guy. So shout out Will Wright. And then Nair, I went to high school with Nair, and she's like a pop singer, pop like alt EDM. She's dope, man. Make sure y'all check her out. And she did the background vocals on Katie Cadillac.
Ah, true. Yeah, man. Nah, they seem like, like very like interesting artists too and all that. And
Yeah.
How like, like with each song and all that, like how does like differ from like one or the other and all that? Was it just like more like the energy, like the vibrations and all that, or just like how like you like intermingle with like the artists in a way and all that?
Yeah, every day is different, bro. So like you just gotta, depending how you feel that day is what I'm gonna make. It all just depends on the day and the feeling. No 2 days are the same.
Yeah, man. Nah, 100% too. And we're just getting into like the final part, like in a way and all that. And I want to ask, like, with like a lot of artists too, like everything can be like very overwhelming at times too, with like life stuff going on, like being consistent and all that too. But like with you, like, how do you even like deal with your mental health as like a person, like in your position, and with everything going on and all that? Do you feel like at times it could be like overwhelming and all that, or?
For sure, bro. Yeah, of course things could be overwhelming, but I just be counting my blessings. I'm big on gratitude. Like every day I wake up, I just thankful I'm alive, bro. Thankful that I have what I have and I've done what I've done.
Yeah.
So I'm always counting my blessings. I like to work out, bro. I feel like physical exercise is really good for your mental.
Yeah.
And I like to laugh, bro. So like, I just be chilling with my friends, laughing. That kind of eases up everything too. But for the most part, bro, of course things are gonna be stressful, but that's just life, like things are gonna be challenging. Like nothing good comes easy, There'll be of course times where things are fluid and you're moving in a good pace, but that's just because like you're doing the right work and working hard, right?
Nah, Hundo P, man, Hundo P, because I know nowadays too, like there's like a lot of stuff like going on in life and all that. We're adults and all that, so anything can like happen our way in terms of like paying bills, just dealing with rent and all that, dealing with like other situations too, maintaining a career and all that too. So there's gonna be like times where we're gonna have to take like a break and all that too, or like to kind of like reset and all that too.
Yeah.
So like, how do you like even like value like the importance of like taking breaks and all that, or just like taking some time for like rest and all that in the sense?
Nah, it's super important. Yeah, bro. We always need to reset, recharge. So like, if I feel hella drained or something, I'm definitely just gonna be like, yo, today I could just relax.
Yeah.
Feel better, man.
Nah.
It's like a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, no.
Got a long road ahead of me.
Yeah,
So
man.
if I gotta take 2 step backs to take a few, like 5 steps forward, like, I'm gonna do it for sure.
Yeah, no, 100 people. Because I mean, you also said like you're also like vegan and all that, and like at like one point and all that, and then you also kind of focus like more like on health and all that, like with like Dr. Seppi and all that too. So how was like that whole like journey, like like following like that sort of like path and all that, and like being healthy like in a way and all that?
Yeah, bro, you always gotta be healthy. Your health is your wealth, and I was big on spirituality. I still am, just want to be in line with the world, align with myself. And I felt like for a minute, like a way to do that was just like consuming like life, like fresh fruits, fresh veg, nice whole grains, bro.
Yeah.
And because it's so important what you put in your body, bro. Like everything matters, bro. What you say, what you eat, what you think, what you read, like it all plays a role in our life and our outcome. So I'm really like, vigilant of that.
Yeah.
Obviously today we're celebrating, so we're having a little bit of some rum, but always keep it healthy, bro, because I want to be in tune with the world. I want to be in alignment. And yeah,
like what's like your regimen? Like I know like some people like they'll eat like certain foods a day and all that, or like they'll restrict like certain foods and all that too, or like they fast and all that. So like how do you like even like follow that like in a sense too?
True. When I wake up, lots of water, lemon water, usually like a fruit juice, like fresh pressed juice or like a smoothie, like just for the first few hours, just to detox. And then like some grains with some proteins, some beans.
Yeah.
Just like whole foods, try not to eat nothing like fast food, nothing like that.
Yeah. I feel like fast food because like you see it like everywhere too and all that too, and like sometimes it's hard to get away from like fast food and all that.
For sure.
But I feel like with some people like they have to be like kind of like strong minded to kind of like not like see it like a way and all that too. Like to act like it's just like a regular.
It's just our environment, bro. You know, if you're gonna be put around fast food and access to alcohol and weed, like of course you're gonna consume these things because it's just so like readily available.
Yeah,
but
100p.
if you like, set up your environment, so like you talk to like certain people that eat a certain way and do certain things, and you set up your kitchen a certain way, so in the morning you see like all the fruits and right there for you, like naturally that environment's gonna incline you to like partake in what's in front, right?
100% too, man. And it's always like important to like even like follow a diet, like even fasting too, because I've done like some fasting before in the past and like it kind of worked out. Like I've done like a good amount of like water fast and all that, and
Jeez.
kind
How
of
long
like
did you water fast for?
the longest I've done was like maybe like 48 hours,
4
honestly.
years. Taking my sister one time, fasted just off water for 21 days.
True.
In Costa
Yeah.
Rica, bro.
Like I'm Christian, by the way, too. So it's like for me, like we do like the whole like Orthodox fasting. So we can't eat like any sugar, any like meat, any dairy, any like margarines and all that. And like we've done that from like maybe like let's say like from early February to like maybe like late April, like early May and all that. And like it does kind of like work out in a way too. And in a sense too, like it has like you have to be like very strong. Like you have to kind of find good diets and all that too. So with me, it's like I'll like eat like certain foods like fries and all that, or I'll drink like coffee, like black coffee and all that, and it has worked out. Ate more fish and all that. Ate more like veggies, like vegan food and all that, and just kind of works out from there and all that. So
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's good that you
Yeah.
taking care of your health, fam.
yeah, it's like very important to even like kind of like focus. If you do it like all the time too, kind of like works like your way as well too. Just to
It
kind of
works
be, like,
itself out, bro. If you're eating
Yeah.
right, you're gonna be thinking right. You're gonna make
Yeah.
the right decisions. You're gonna make the
Yeah.
right plays.
Yeah. Do you also do like like juicing as well too? Like juicing like
Yeah, I love
know,
juicing.
oh,
Fresh juices. I
oh,
got
true.
juicer at my crib.
uh,
Every few weeks I'll just like make a bunch of juices I could drink throughout
true.
for a week or so.
Yeah. I feel like you have to kind of be like strong minded to kind of like even do juicing and all that, because like I've tried like I remember like one time I had this other guest come by and like he brought like some like juices over and all that, and I tried one of them, and I know like it can make you like sick and all that with your stomach, and like just like hours like later and all that too, like it kind of like hits you and all that, and like because it's a cleanser and all that too, so like the like gingers, like the like all the other stuff and all that, like the toxins can like kill you. Like if you eat like kind of like unhealthy and all that too, or like if you kind of eat like at a certain rate, and then it takes over your body and all that until like you kind of like drain it away in the washroom and all that too. So it's like
Yeah, there's definitely bare fiber that's gonna help you go to the bathroom
Yeah.
for sure.
Nah, either way too, man. And like usually I ask like a lot of people like this too and all that, and how do you even like feel about like social media like nowadays and all that?
Social media?
Yeah,
It's good, bro. It's a good tool. It's good for your business.
yeah.
Me and my boys make money off social media.
True.
So it's dope, man. I like seeing people's content too.
Yeah, for sure. And is it like more so like in IG, TikTok, or like Facebook and all that too, or like how do you like kind of look at the right avenues to kind of like gain like more profit like within social media?
Yeah, IG is like probably my biggest
IG?
one.
True.
TikTok is good too, YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
But like I try to use everything for
Yeah,
sure.
no.
All social media, bro.
For sure.
Newspaper and like the actual news channels are like pretty much outdated for like the
Yeah.
youth, right?
Yeah.
So everything's just off social media.
Ah,
That's the new hub.
yeah, exactly, man. And I know like you can't even like see like those specific like pages on like IG anymore, like CP24 City News and all that.
Yeah,
too.
that makes no sense.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Because like that's like how people are like gonna like tap in with the news and all that, like aside from like TikTok, Facebook and all that too. So but yeah, I know like at times it could be like toxic and all that too, just with like the lifestyles and like everything and all that too. But do you ever like notice at times it could be like very like toxic in a way and all that, or
What, like social media?
yeah,
Yeah, if you like start comparing yourself to other people, but the way I use it, like I just use it for inspiration, for content, and just ways to promote myself. But
Yeah.
that's just like a mental thing, the way you look at it.
yeah. Nah,
But tons
yeah.
of people for sure get depressed because like they compare themselves, or they just start to like, glamorize and like watch the wrong kind of content that just puts them in a negative manner.
Nah, Hundo P, man. And usually I ask like every Toronto artist like more about this. How do you even like feel about like the whole like Toronto Canadian like music scene like in a way and all that like right now? Do you feel that there should be some changes on like how the scene should go to, or do you feel like it's fine like the way it is and all that?
No, it's all right, bro. A lot of division, you definitely see a lot of different groups and all that. It'd be nice to kind of have everyone kind of come together and like do bigger events and just all work together and be like a big community. But it's something me and S2B are trying to do for sure.
True. Yeah, because I know like nowadays too with Toronto, it's good and bad at the same time too with the music scene. Like I know for a good side, like it has like leveled up with like a lot of like platforms like SoCan, like Arts Council.
There's sick bear programs that they
Yeah.
offer, which is sick.
Yeah.
I think just the community could use just a more positive vibe is all.
Yeah, and even like showcases too and all that because I think I actually like seen you like last time at the quoted show. I think just like some like days back and all that. I think
Yeah,
a week or two ago and all that. And
shout out quoted.
yeah. So how was like that experience? Like like checking out that event and all that.
Good, bro. You know, it gives me flashbacks to days when I used to do shows like that.
True.
You know, man, when we pull up to this shit, like I'm the king
Yeah.
of that underground scene there. You know, like I've done those shows 100 times,
True.
bro. Like I know how those shows go.
Yeah.
Now, if I go to those shows, I'm getting paid or I'm doing business there.
Yeah. Like,
But it's always
networking and all
fun
that,
just
yeah.
to come and see what people are saying and the community. That
Yeah.
community, like the true underground community, a lot of people that are trying to tap in their work, you know? So
Yeah.
it's nice to see that.
Yeah. Nah, because I feel like with the mainstream scene, it's like kind of like everyone's just trying to compete against each other, like who has like the best, like drip and all that, who has like more money and all that. Versus with the underground, like a lot of people like have like more of like a family like aesthetic there and all that. Like everyone wants to see like each other like win, like in a sense too and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too. So
for sure.
I definitely like understand like in a way too and all that. And I know like Toronto's like known as like the screwface capital with a lot of like shit going on in the past and all that too. But do you ever feel like there's a crab in the bucket mentality in Toronto with blogs not supporting or answering like DMs or like engineers picking sides or artists like telling artists like not to work with like certain artists due to like such and such and all that
Yeah,
type of
for
stuff?
sure, bro. Everyone has their things, but you know, I don't know what goes on behind everyone's behind the scenes, so I can't say, but for sure there's like that crab in the bucket mentality
Yeah.
here and there. But
Yeah.
that's natural, bro. You know, a lot of egos. Just a whole lot of ego.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's the problem.
Ah, 100p man. And how do you feel like that could be like improved like in a way and all that,
Like, yeah, then everyone's gotta go like on a 3-day juice cleanse and start meditating, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. You know, just people gotta just start seeing things through a different lens and trying to grow together and build together. But
Yeah.
it just all starts with your mindset and how you're gonna
Yeah.
perceive things.
Nah, 100p man. And do you ever have like any regrets in your life overall, or do you like kind of like regret like nothing in a way and all?
Nah, everything I did made me everything I am.
Ah,
So
sure.
I'm blessed for everything because everything taught me something or got me to a new level. There's
No.
never been no regrets ever.
Yeah. Nah, 100p man. Nah, I definitely like agree in that sense too. And I usually ask like a lot of like artists this, like when like plugging in like your music and all that too. And like let's say if you have like someone from like other parts of the world that want to get to know Bond, like want to get to know like Bond's like music to find out if there's like certain artists like similar to like Connor Price and all that, or
Uh,
like a Hoodie Allen, like a G-Eazy, like other stuff like that, and they find like your name and all that too. So when like they even like or like find like a Little Baby or like a Russ and all that too. So and they find you, so like name 3 songs in that catalog that you have like on Spotify or like Apple like music that you would like plug into like those people that have not heard about you before that would like to know more about like you like in a way and all that.
Yeah. Say one song on the weekend, you know, to turn up, party.
True.
I'd say one song to reminisce and just be like a little sad boy, maybe misunderstood. And then the third song, shit, you know, for all the lover boys, lover girls out there, probably Moonchild.
True.
Like a little slower song, more sentimental.
Yeah, man. Nah, 100%. And we'll definitely like put these like on the playlist and all that
Bless
for
you.
people to like tap in, all that type of stuff too and all that. And aside from like your single with like Roadrunner like coming up and all that, what do you have like going on like next and all that?
Tons, bro, tons, man. So lots more content, just of my vlogs, of the daily lifestyle. Lots more music with dope artists. We got tons of songs coming out. We got, man, maybe even like a little S2B movie, you know, business never sleeps. We're doing business, man. We're working with all artists, all companies that want to elevate themselves. You know, we selling jewelry, man. Ice City Luxury, best jewelry in the city. So we really just growing, man, and I'm excited to see everything that's gonna come, and definitely more shows, tons of more shows. Merch, clothing line, website. We're really like blowing up this year,
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt.
100p, man. And like where can they like follow you like on like social media and all that?
Yo, my IG's at It's Bond. That's my TikTok. That's my Twitter. My YouTube is just Bond. It's spelled with an 8, so 8OND. Y'all can find me on all platforms. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, man. And like just to kind of like I have like this like one last question
Yeah, man. ask
before
away.
we kind of like end off and all that. At one moment in your life, have you ever like peaked like in a way and all that, or like at what moment have you ever thought like you've like made it like in a sense like in terms of like your career and all that?
Before like anything ever happened, my definition of making it was like performing for like 100+ people and having them all take out their phone lights and just vibe with me side to side. And I've been there, done that a few times now. And so I feel like that made it moment is forever kind of changing. It's forever evolving.
Yeah.
But the next made it moment is at least like $250,000 in my pocket and like a tour around the world.
Yeah. Nah, 100p, man. 100p. And what do you like? What do you have any like closing remarks right now that you would like to like say for the people out there?
To everyone watching, thank y'all for giving me your time. I hope y'all stay healthy. Be a good person, man. It always comes back. Karma's a real thing. Stay tapped in with the laws of the universe. Anything you want is possible, man. Be careful what you say, what you think. Stay positive. And I'm wishing y'all all the best. And stay healthy.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's what I could only like say as well too and all that. So yo, Bond, pleasure like tapping in and all that.
100%.
Having you on for the 70th and all that. Just getting your story out there, to getting people to know you more and all that, to getting people to like tap in like in a way and all that. And
yeah, man.
We'll definitely do like more stuff like this soon and all that. And yo, this is like Josh, also known as Yashu, 70th episode of the TLOY Talks podcast.
Hey, legendary. This podcast will never be the same.
Exactly, man. And like there's gonna be like more like this like throughout the way and all that. You're gonna get this on Apple like podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Buzzsprout, like much more and all that. Definitely tap in with like Bond single with Roadrunner.
Mezzanine November 26th. Not November 26th. I'm talking about my birthday. January 26th. Shout out Ice City Luxury. S2B Takeover 2024, man. We the kings of this shit.
Pre-save that right now and all that, and like when it drops, like definitely like listen to that. That's gonna be in our playlist as well too, so definitely like listen to that as well too. And we're gonna have more episodes. We're pretty on the way to the 100th and all that, so once we hit the 100th, it's gonna be like very like legendary and all that too. So this is Josh, also known as Yashu, with the legendary Bond. TLOY Talks episode 70,
yes,
signing
sir.
off, man. Come on now.
God bless.